And a federal judge is set to consider whether President Trump can end birthright citizenship for children of undocumented immigrants. 5 undocumented pregnant women and 2 nonprofits sued to block the president's order, claiming it violates the Constitution and multiple federal laws. It's one of several legal challenges that could ultimately be decided by the Supreme Court. Senior White House correspondent Selina Wang is outside court in Maryland with more on that. So, Selina, walk us through who are these women who are suing the administration? What's at stake here?
Yeah, Diane, this hearing is actually happening right now as we speak. It's being heard by a Maryland federal judge here in this state. And at stake here are thousands of children who are born in the U.S. every year who would become potentially stateless, and they would be undocumented if this executive order from the Trump administration were to actually go through. Now, the reason why many of them could become stateless is because many of these women are unable to return to their home countries because of fears of political persecution. So this could create an entire new generation of people who are in legal limbo. Now, one of these women is named Monica, one of these 5 pregnant women. She is a Venezuelan-born doctor who is now living in South Carolina. She's frightened for the future of her child. She cannot return to Venezuela because of the fact that she fled from political persecution. Another one of those women is named Liza. She's in a similar position. She's unable to return to her home country of Russia, which means that she wouldn't be able to get her child a Russian passport either. And I just spoke to the chief strategy officer of CASA, which is one of the advocacy groups that is filing this lawsuit on behalf of these 5 pregnant women. And she says there are thousands of women in this country who are in very similar positions. They've been living and working in this country for many years, and they just don't have other options for their children. They are not able to return to their home country, so they are terrified of this prospect of their children becoming stateless, Diane.
Now, this ultimately could go to the Supreme Court. So what are the next steps?
Yeah, so this executive order from Trump administration was actually blocked last month by a federal judge in Seattle. But what makes this case today so significant is that this could potentially block this executive order from going into effect for the long term. So that Seattle judge only blocked it temporarily. This also comes on top of about 24 states that have also filed lawsuits against the Trump administration. The argument from all of them is that this blatantly violates the 14th Amendment. That is blatantly unconstitutional. But as you say, this could ultimately get taken up by the Supreme Court, and sources tell us that the Trump administration is prepared for these legal challenges. Diane.
All right, Senior White House correspondent Selina Wang, thank you.